Hello everyone, I'm back. It's another EV Rambling Show, and guess what? Today I have a 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric. Man, I've been waiting this car for so long. I've had to push so many people try to get one, and it's tough because basically all the inventory is pre-sold. But luckily, Victoria Hyundai in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia has one that they're actually using as a test demo, and they were kind enough to come here on their day that they're closed, meet me and give me the car for a better portion of well, several hours. So I'm going to create lots of videos. I'm really excited. Haven't driven it yet, so this is going to be your regular driving reaction video. I know the specs about the car, but I don't really know how to operate it at all. So let's go inside of it and see if I can figure it out and see what I think. Well, here it is, the 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric. I know I'm going to get this mixed up with the Nero when I say it, but I just spent a couple of quick few seconds with the car, setting up the cameras, sitting in it, and I have to say impressions of the interior are very positive. Now this is like the top end of the version of the available of the car. It has like the sunroof, has the really nice sound system. That's by Infinity. Seats are leather, super comfortable, and yeah, like this screen here, like it's cool. Like the interior, I know they're going for like a funky look, especially like with all these round airflow there, and then you have this really large center stack with a big storage space below it. Yeah, you know, it's awesome to have a sunroof. Seats are all power and everything. So let's turn the car on. So it's the same as like any other electric vehicle. It's foot on the brake, hit the power button, and I just know that. Now, looking at the car itself, the gauge cluster, it's actually it's very clean. You just in the center, you have this big digital display which has like your speedometer and your total range remaining. You have like on the left, you have a typical thing you see in any electric vehicle. It's if you're using power or if you're generating electricity, they call it charge here. Then you have a battery temperature meter on the right, and then yeah, there's some basic information about what temperature is outside and looking at how much mileage is on the car. This one has 1,893 kilometers, so we're going to remember that to see how far we drive. I don't plan on driving this car that far. When I'm in a plug-in hybrid, I drive the battery to zero. When I'm in just a battery electric only, you know, I don't see a point to doing that. And since this car has a 64 kilowatt hour battery pack, which is massive, and is rated at over 400 kilometers of distance, I have no concern about that whatsoever. So the car is on. Now the screen here, it's all touch. There are buttons as well that you could use on the side to go to radio or navigation or map. I want to go into the EV here, and this shows us that we have about 61% of the total charge, and we have a bunch of eco driving. Now, this is very similar drive system to the Ioniq Electric that I reviewed, and essentially what it is just buttons here. So you have a park button here. I'm going to take the park brake off. It's an electronic park brake. You have park, neutral, drive, and reverse. Very simple. You do also have paddles at the back here to increase or decrease regeneration. And that's something that I remember when I was in the Ioniq, I thought, wow, that's really different. But then when I started using it more, I got used to it. And if you hold the maximum button, that's supposed to bring you actually to a complete stop. So that's without touching the brake pedal. So we're going to test that. Now there's also, if I look down here, I have heaters and also have fans built in the seat. This is the Ultimate Edition, or the highest end with everything in it. It's awesome. But I have a drive mode button, and if I click through this, I have Sport, I have Eco, and Normal. And then on here it says hold drive mode for Ecoplus. If I hold that, it says use of some functions such as climate and my top speed are limited to like 90 kilometers an hour. So I'm going to put the car in normal first, just to see what that's like. And let's get going, I suppose, huh? Reverse. It's a little glary out, so I think I'll put these on. Okay, drive. Off we go. Okay, immediate impressions. Accelerate. The throttle is very responsive in normal mode. Like, ridiculous how quickly that picks up. Okay, so, whoa, holy, oop, that's fast. That's all. Okay. So I've watched reviews, I've watched videos, people reviewing this car, and they've all said that they feel that it's better than the Chevrolet Bolt, which the Bolt is I would say its closest competitor. The Kia Niro electric would be as well, but that's still not 100% available. But this definitely has. So that was like tire spin. Yeah. And I do feel like I'm actually sitting up fairly high in this car. I was kind of surprised. Like, this is classified as a CUV, I believe. But it feels really good. That's awesome. Okay. Visibility is nice. No complaints. The rear window looks a little small, but it's all right. Getting quite a bit of tire noise, but no more than what I would expect, I think. So I'm in level 1 regeneration now. So that's a kind of a lower regeneration. I'm coming up to a light here. I'm going to turn right, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to start holding down this pedal. Yep. Full 0. And that was very short. So the single foot driving, kind of, well, like, you have to use your hand with it, but it is there, and it's strong, and it stopped the cars dead. I gave myself quite a bit of room because I didn't want to run over that lady. Well, that was very good. Okay, I want to put the car in Eco. Mode Sport, Eco. Okay. Now this is a 30-kilometer-hour zone, and immediately after I put it in Eco, I can feel a change in the car. It's not so jumpy, still responsive, but it has tamed it down a little bit. Now, going down a hill, I want to increase my regen. So I'm in level 3 regen now. It looks like putting in Eco mode up to the level 2. So if I let go of the pedal, it's slowing me down considerably. And then by the pedal, I mean the accelerator. Okay, I'm going 45 kilometers an hour. Put the paddle down. Stop, 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 stop. Beautiful. And 0. Once you get down to 0, it doesn't quite hold it. I had to put the brake pedal on, but that was almost like I would have done just with using the brake pedal, and that was all with that paddle, and that was full regenerating. There's no brake pads were touched there during that stop. So that's excellent. I would have no problems with that. Huh. Okay, we've done a little bit of Eco. Let's do Sport. Oh, normal. Sport. Okay, already. You just touch the accelerator a little bit and the car is like trying to be like stupid. And the center display has turned like red, like this Sport. I think that's kind of awesome. Okay, in terms of the display here, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was hoping it would have some kind of more real-time look at like all the awesome stuff that's happening. It doesn't look like it. That's too bad. Like, I like seeing like all the different kinds of graphics. And I got a little bit more about energy information here. So we have kind of a decent, this is at least shows what power consumption is being used. I turned the climate completely off, so 0. Electronics are using 0.2 kilowatts. Drivetrain's 13 kilowatt because I'm in sport right now. And right now, sport mode is, this is not something you want to drive in on a regular basis. So, I have to give Hyundai credit for making this feel like a very big car. Like, just being able to see the hood kind of bulging there in front, and like everything inside here, it feels like you're in a much bigger vehicle. Not to say that this is small, but you know, kudos on them for doing that. Now I'm about to merge on the highway. I have the car still in normal mode, which is what I'm going to leave it at. And we're going to kind of go on a blast on the highway here. I also have a decibel meter here. So let's just see. Cruising at 55. We're at about 59 to 60 decibels. That's pretty good. So let's see what we're at on the highway. Let's go full accelerator. Man, that pulls hard. That's awesome. That feels really good. So the noise level has gone up, but there are cars around us. Now, I want to get up to the speed limit here. That's 90. Now, what are we at? Going a little higher than 90. At 90 kilometers an hour. That's pretty good. Yeah. There is significant wind noise. Make sure all the windows are rolled up. They are. Well, it's a Tesla Model 3 looking past me. I'm sure he has a point to prove. So let's see. Brake, when you do, like I'm on 0 regen, but I'm touching the brake pedal. When you do push it, I automatically come up with a strong charge, and the brakes are very responsive. Okay, I'm gonna turn left up here. Now I'm gonna put the car in level 3 regen. I can still drive fine level 3. I just have to put accelerate down a little bit, because I imagine I'm gonna have to stop here. This is without me pushing on the pedals. This is level 3. Let off the accelerator. Yeah, it's come down really well. I'm not hitting this pedal to use that extra stop. Now I am. I have to. There we go. So it took me down fast from like 80 kilometers an hour or so down to 10 kilometers an hour. Once they hit 10 kilometers an hour, it just kept going. Then I had to hold this pedal down to get it to stop. But I've heard people say that there is no, like you can't get it to stop the car, but you definitely can. You just have to know about that paddle. Nice. Alright, then let's go into drive mode. I want to not be in sport, because sport is ridiculous. I want to be in eco. Actually, let's try Ecoplus. We're in a residential area here. And Ecoplus has put me in level, looks like it defaulted me to level 2 regeneration. Oh, I need to accelerate? Yeah. If you need to accelerate, it's all still there. It's just I have a limit of 90 kilometers an hour. This also, though, it makes it so the accelerator, like you have to push it down a little bit farther for it to go. that's fine. So it also means that you're not like, it prevents you from always driving hard, which is something that this car, you know, it wants to do. It like, it has a 150 kilowatt electric motor, which is huge. It's the same as the Bolt, which if you watch any other videos, you know, was just like a riot. But that's something that you shouldn't be doing all the time. It's like just going hard on any car, even electric. And so to save your electricity, it's best if you can drive in like Ecoplus mode. And honestly, I think if I had this vehicle, I would have it in Ecoplus most of the time. So we're gonna head into Goldstream Campground. I'm hoping I can get into the campground itself to just take some photos. And then I'm gonna drive the car a little bit more. And I think we're gonna also have to answer the question, would I buy this car? Alright, the photo shoot's done. I'm in this beautiful Goldstream campground in Victoria, British Columbia, and I'm going to drive this car to my house now. And I just wanted to give a huge shout out and thank you to Victoria Hyundai. They, you know, a couple years ago when the Ioniq Electric came out, you know, they were kind enough to get me on board and get me in one. And same thing with this vehicle, with the Kona EV. If you are on Vancouver Island, or if you're in BC and you're looking for an electric vehicle, I would highly suggest you give Victoria Hyundai a call. And they aren't paying me or anything like that. They're just letting me use this and experience it. And once again, I said at the beginning, this is their day off. It's Sunday, they're closed. So awesome. But anyways, this is just going to be, I'm just going to drive home. I'm not going to make very many comments. I'm going to go to my house. I'm going to do a few other videos, electromagnetic radiation, cargo capacity, and then I'm going to drive it back. And oh, I'm also going to get my wife in the car. I want to get her driving reaction, her impressions. So let's see. So park brake off, drive. Now, I don't know if you can hear this. I will lower both windows. When you're in drive mode, park, there's a sound, there's this audio sound. It's not on park, drive. Can you hear that? Anyways, and oh, let's open the sunroof. Oh. Oh, damn, that's nice. If I'm being honest with myself, the presence of a sunroof would make me choose this car over the Bolt. I had convertibles like years ago, and I just love open top. And you know, like sure, like a sunroof isn't a convertible replacement, but damn, it's nice. That sound though. I could tell, like, we're in a campground and it's quiet. And when I rolled up and I was driving around, everybody was looking. And sure, maybe it's because the vehicle's wrapped with electric and Hyundai and Kona and all that stuff, but I don't think so. I think it's like this mystic sound that's coming, this space. Now it's gone. I'm going about 29 kilometers, 30. Sound's gone. Let's see when it comes back. 27, 26, 25. Okay, it comes on around 23, 24 kilometers an hour is when the sound starts making. 24, oh, it looks like it volumes up and down. 24 is almost gone, 25 is gone completely. I was getting a little bit of a, I think I might have got a bit of a wind buffet sound. Low noise sound is low speed sound, sorry, is just, oh man, I would have so much fun with that. It's like I'm in a spacecraft. So, like, you know, like when my Ioniq Electric video, and this is something that reviewers that I've been reading don't like. I think the star of the show, well, besides like this car is awesome power and huge range, I think the star is the regen system. It's just so easy to use, and it's so different from what everybody else is doing. I really like being able to choose and customize what my regenerative experience is like, and that's what these pedals offer you. Like, I have 0 regen right now. I'm just coasting. Yeah, or a couple clicks, and I'm in pretty heavy regen. Yeah, and like it gives you something to do too with your hands. I don't know, it's super slick. I think that's awesome, and I wish more manufacturers were using it. Alright, well, we're back with my wife, Amanda.
Hello.
And yeah, I'll let you try to figure out.
Okay. Key there.
Yeah.
Alright, so
just turn it on and figure out how to go. Kona Electric. 2019.
That's nice. Really wraps around you.
Yeah.
Lots of space. Okay. Button. Foot on the brake.
Yep.
Drive safely. Okay. Oh, it's got the adjustable.
It does.
Okay, it's in the down position
Has
because
a
I'm not
sunroof,
very
too.
tall. Oh yeah.
The seats have heaters and fans in them as well.
Fans.
Yeah, to cool you down.
Where do the fans come out?
Out of all the holes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice. An AC probably.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh. USB in there.
Yeah, wireless charging.
Oh, that's cool. Nice gentle ding sound. Oh, the brake is grippy.
Yes.
Okay, the car
And I'll
back
tell you a
there.
few things while we're driving.
Yeah.
Because you haven't driven
Drive.
an Ionic. Yeah.
I haven't driven an Ionic. No. The seat is comfortable. Actually, I like this position. I didn't have to adjust it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that brake is really grippy, but you get used to brakes. I always take a few minutes to get used to brakes.
Yeah. So you can try to use the paddle.
Okay, I'm going to use the paddle here. Just hold it down.
Hold it down.
I'm just covering the brake with my foot.
Yeah, it will stop. Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit too
myself
soon, but
a
yeah.
lot of room because
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was going to do. Okay, and I'm just going to use the brake now.
Okay.
Well, the paddle is smoother than my foot on the brake right now because I'm not used to the brake pedal.
Right.
It's quite grippy, you know. No, I like that paddle. That's nice. The steering wheel's comfortable. It's got the little curvy, ergonomic, grippy things.
Right.
Cruise control. Have you tried the cruise control yet?
I haven't. No.
It's got an up
You
and
can
down.
give it some acceleration if you want.
Okay. It's got a nice sound. That's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also in normal
And
mode
I'm
as
in
well.
normal.
There is eco
Oh, and
mode.
then sport would
And
be
there's sport
even
mode.
faster than that. No, that was really peppy. Great, I'm gonna turn up here.
Okay, very good. You could lower it to change the regen mode if you want.
I'll just leave it like this for a bit and get a feel for it. It's holding it back nicely. Hardly have to use the brake at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I barely touched it there on the foot pedal. Okay, so it's only 40 here.
So what do you think of it so far?
It's nice.
It is nice,
Good
isn't it?
seating position.
Yeah. You
I
can see the
haven't
hood.
been in a car that's this high for a while,
Yeah.
but it's comfy. I feel very similar to being in the Leaf.
Yep.
Actually. Yeah. But this is a higher seating position.
This is a higher seating position, that for sure. And the volt's really low seating. Yeah.
When we get on the highway, I'll see if
You want
I
to go
hear
in
that
sport
wind
mode?
noise again. Okay, so here, let me press it. So is it easy to find? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it goes
normal.
back to normal.
Yeah, it goes
and then
eco, normal, sport.
Sport. Okay. So, oh, it's regen level 1 still.
Yeah, adjusted that. You're at 2. Yeah, it keeps it on.
There's that pedestrian warning sound again. Oh, it changes in pitch too.
Yeah, it increases the higher speed you go up to 25. Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely more responsive in sport mode.
Yeah, feel free to give it a good blast.
It's so easy to accelerate. I'm already at 70. So I'll just let it regen to slow me down. Just in 1, it's fine. Wow, yeah, barely touched the accelerator.
Full throttle, full accelerator.
Whoa. My head turned the other way too. I know, I've matched the speed of the traffic
Instantly.
with nothing. Yeah, it has everything that we've expected now in an EV, and then some. Like, it's got the things that we didn't like about the gaps that we didn't have in say the Leaf or the Volt.
Right.
It has the things that we're missing.
Long range, rapid charge, all that stuff.
And then park. Pull this. Oops, I flicked it.
Yeah.
No, that didn't work.
There you go.
P. Okay.
And turn it off.
And then turn it off.
Okay. Well, it's time for me to get back in the driver's seat and return this beautiful vehicle. So, me and Amanda, we were just talking about the car, and after she drove it, and yeah, like, this car, she hasn't driven a Bolt, and neither of us have driven the Nero, but like, she is like sold on this thing. Like, she said there's nothing in here that she didn't like. Like, it's perfect for us in terms of range and what it offers, and I have to agree. So let's talk about that more as I bring it back. So let's talk about this car. 2019, first year Hyundai Kona electric. 64 kilowatt hour battery pack means you get like massive range. I think looking in here, we are at 52% battery, and I'm getting a range estimate of 234 kilometers, which is good, and increased regeneration, which is really good. Like, insane compared to something like a first gen Nissan Leaf. So this thing has range for days. It has 150 kilowatt electric motor, so it has it has so much fun in terms of acceleration. Like, it's awesome. I didn't really test the stereo. Like, this is the upper end version. It has Infinity. I'm just gonna trust that it sounds really good. It has features that I want, and hopefully that you want, such as the sunroof. But the car is ultra comfortable. It does wrap you. Like, I have people who don't like that. They like more of an open thing. This car does wrap around you, but you do have the upright seating position. And like, I can see taking this car on a bunch of long trips. Easy. Like, this car would be so easy to live with. You could go, especially like if you're just doing regular commutes day to day, you could go a long time before you have to charge it. So this car could work for somebody who lives in like a condo or an apartment that doesn't have any charging infrastructure. So that's awesome. So I'm almost back at the dealership, and the question has to be answered. Would I buy this right now? And is this going to be my next car? And it's been a while since I've been in the Bolt. The Bolt is still, in my mind, was a great vehicle. And I have a Chevrolet right now with the Volt. I'm really happy with it. But I have to drive the Bolt again. But I think, given what my experience is that I remember with, and compared to this, I would choose this over the Bolt. Yes. I'm still reserving to, because I'm gonna try to get in the Bolt again. I'm reserving to compare. But this is fantastic. It's so good. And like, range isn't a thing. I'm not looking at how much like capacity or like range I have. That's just not part of the equation. Why would I even bother considering that? It's so large, it doesn't matter. So we're here. All right, so it's time to pass the keys back. kind of sad about that. I really like this car. Now, getting one of these right now. So this is 2019, and this car is hot. Like, a lot of people want it. That may be an issue. So if you're thinking about it, you might want to put yourself on a waiting list just so you don't have to wait so long. And that might be a reason to go towards something like the Bolt, because the Bolt is more readily available. I'm also hoping to get into a Kia Niro EV, because that's a very similar vehicle to this. Same battery capacity, same like motor capacity. It's just, I think getting one of those is probably going to be even harder, because they are just hitting the market where this has been available for about a month or so to purchase, and I have seen some driving around. So yeah, you need to get in one of these vehicles and try it. It's awesome. I would once again really like to thank Victoria Hyundai. This has been awesome. Like, you have a fantastic car here, and I hope that my viewers can come and see you about it, because I really appreciate Victoria Hyundai giving me the opportunity to take this car and just spend time in it and upload my videos for you to watch. So thanks for watching. Look for more future videos, and see you next time.